Hey guys, it is officially almost cold season for Zone 8A. As you can see, these are mammoth jalapenos. And look, they're still producing and growing like crazy. Look at that. I've got peppers still coming. Look how big they are. Got lots of peppers still. And I've got flowers coming off of them. Look, here's a flower right here. Sorry, getting used to this camera still. Right there. There's flowers still blooming. That means there will be more peppers, because with the flowers comes peppers. See this little guy right here? He's right there. See how it forms that little pepper at the tip? And then as it keeps growing, it becomes one of this. And this and this and that. So anyways, I am super happy with how this mammoth jalapeno has produced. I mean, I've given some to neighbors, some to friends, and they're still producing. Oops, I think I snapped this one off. I guess this one's gonna be going in my tummy. So I had two of them over here, and I actually started transplanting. I'm actually gonna winterize them. So I dug one up over here, and I'm gonna put it in a pot. And look, here's another tomato I thought was dying, but it's coming back. So you guys, definitely worthwhile if you want to be self-sufficient. If you don't have a greenhouse, gardening in Zone 8A or above, you can definitely grow food year-round, which is super awesome. I had tomato blight really badly, this is the stem here you see, but the tip of it's still growing. But this one looks like it's coming from the bottom. You can see I cut it off because it had tomato blight so bad, but I cut it off and it sent out new shoots. Look at this guy, still growing. And actually, if you look over here, I thought that this one tomato that I had was dying really bad, so then I got rid of the cage. As you can see right here, this is the tomato stem. It had tomato blight really badly too, and there's actually 3-4 stems of it, and one has completely died back. But I thought it was dying, so then I put the cage down, and lo and behold, I didn't really sever it, the connection, and look, new branches are coming out. Isn't that wild and crazy? And actually, I don't know if I want to get down there, but if you can see down there, well, okay, I'll get down. It's harder to get up than down. Look what's growing. And it's November. Look at that tomato. Look how big it is. Isn't that awesome? I mean, it's still growing, and I'm pretty sure it's still going to be as tasty. I've got some new growth here. Here's a flower, and it looks like here's a flower over here that a baby is trying to form. Right there. So I've got another tomato, and it still keeps growing. So we haven't really had our first frost as of yet. But as you can see, what you think is dead, it's still alive and surviving and thriving. So, yeah. Okay, sorry. I gotta get up now. Ooh. Okay. So, I already took some tomato cuttings and I've rooted them. So, I am ready for the winter with that. This Mayor's lemon is gonna be dug up and moved with us. It's actually pretty big. It's about as tall as I am. Actually, it's taller than me. It's like 6 foot. That's how high it is. But that one I'm going to dig up and take with us. I also have some asparagus over here that I've just let grow to seed. These are the seed, and then I was hoping that more would come from it. Let's see. I mean, I've got quite a bit over here. I think it's just from one stem. And look, if you look down here, I mean, there's a couple down there that I can finally start using. And then here is one over here. So I might dig into them and see if I can salvage what is there. And then I also had another jalapeno. It's the long skinny one, like this one. This one must have broken off. This is another kind of different jalapeno. I don't know what the variety is because like I said, it came in a 3-pack of mammoth jalapeno and I planted and I got 2 mammoth jalapeno, but this one of course is not a mammoth size at all. It's just a different kind that somehow was put in to the same pot. So this one I think I'm gonna leave in here to keep on producing, and then I will use all the jalapenos as they mature and get a little bit bigger. But you can see, I mean, like I said, it's first week of November. We're almost done with first week of November and they're still producing and flowering. Now what I'm gonna do is, sorry, I'm gonna put you in the stand and then I'm gonna walk you over. Oh, so I lost 2 jalapenos out of that mix right there. Right there. So I'm gonna walk you over to where I'm gonna prune it back and then put it up in a pot and then winterize it. And then come springtime, I'll plant it again unless the hubby can get me a greenhouse and then I can start growing. So this is the other one I dug up. Here's the root ball, super small, but for some reason, look how small it is, but it's so mighty. Look at how much growth it's developing. Okay, here's the other one. Can you guys see him? He's already in the pot. I've kind of just set him in there. So I'm just winterizing them. I'm not really growing them in there. So if you can see here on this one, if you look here, look at all the new growth right there. So if I cut this all the way back, it's going to send growth from all these nodes right here. You can see it's already starting. So it can go as low as all the way down here. Now it looks like it has aphids really badly. So that's also why part of it I'm going to prune it back. But you can see the aphids. Wherever there are ants, there are aphids, which is really weird. But apparently the aphid secretes a sugary sap that the ants like. And so the ants then hang around for it. Now you can see them here underneath the leaves. See? Those are all aphids. And I didn't realize it got so bad. I mean, technically it's beginning of November, right? So it should actually be too cold for them to survive, but they're still surviving and thriving. So I guess the good with the bad, right? You get all your vegetables and your fruit that still thrive. You can see here there's new growth and new flower, which means new fruit. Or in this case, is it a veggie? I think it's a veggie. New peppers, look at that. Look at this pretty flower. Isn't that pretty? So I think what I'm going to do is give it a hard prune. Just because you can see this is where the new growth is going to be. But I've got a lot of ants on here and I would like to get them off, truth be told. So what I'm going to do is just go in and cut it pretty hard back. Can you see me? Let's go down here so you can see it. So I'm going to just go in, cut it from here. I'm just eyeballing it, you guys. There's really not a science to this. And that's actually pretty good, except I hate to leave these aphid infested leaves on here. So I'm just trimming all the ones that have the aphids on it. Still got a lot of ants. Ooh. Okay, so it's not that I'm afraid of ants, but I have a really bad reaction to them when they bite me. And wherever they bite me, it leaves like a welt and then it kind of blows up like a balloon. So I don't really want to have any of them bite me. That's pretty much all that I'm going to do. And honestly, I don't even need 2. I think there might actually be 2 of them in here. Yeah, look, can you see that? So, see how vigorous they are? And there's 2 separate ones? I think technically they are 2 separate plants. Just gently tease them apart. Who knew? I got them like this at the store, and then I just grow them. Didn't realize that there was 2 of them, so 2 for 1, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty awesome? I'm going to try to get rid of all the, knock off all the dirt and soil. And then I'm going to just stick them into the pot. This pot, let's get this pot down. Ooh. Will it stay? All right. And that jalapeno, I think I'm going to just prune back to basically right here. Get rid of those. Well, not get rid of them. It's really sad when you get to the end of the season and there's still peppers. I'm still going to use them. And honestly, you can take these cutting and root them yourself too to get more. But I've actually done that already, and I have some already in pots and ready to go. So for this one, this guy's already in. See, here's his root. Here's his root ball. So I'm gonna just stick them in like so, and then stick this guy in over here like so, and stick this one in like so. And then fill them up. Where'd that dog of mine run to? She likes to get in trouble. And honestly, if you don't want them this big, you can trim it back even more. Like, cause wherever I show you all the new shoots, here, like this. So if you don't want them that big, you can even cut them back this far. Hi, Zena. What's going on? You can even trim them back that far, because all those little nodes that I show you from before, new growth will come from there. This one I'm gonna just leave, just because I have room now. And this is just potting soil. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need more. Yep, needs a little bit more soil. Hi, Gina. What do you want? What do you want, silly? Huh? You want some attention? Huh? You want attention? I see you. I see you. Good girl. I don't think you're going to want to eat these peppers. And that's about all that I'm going to do for them to winterize them, you guys. I'm going to take off some of the leaves over here, some of the peppers. Zena, you want a hot pepper? You have to bite into it. Do you think it's a trap? Is it a trap? She's actually has some jalapenos. She has bacon wrap, what do you call them? Gosh, it escapes my mind now. Jalapeno wrapped, what do you call those? The wrapped jalapenos. Poppers, there you go. I can't even think the name of it. She loves the poppers. Don't you? You love the poppers? Alrighty. So that is in. I'm going to remove some of the leaves. There's like a spider web in here. So I'm going to make sure I get rid of that. Just getting rid of some leaves, cleaning it up a little bit. These guys don't look like they were affected by aphid as much as the big one. So with the potential of shortage of food, jalapenos is definitely not going to be a shortage for us. Everything else, yes. So I want to show you really quickly. You can also take cutting from these, and I've already done them. So basically all you do to take cutting is just get a really nice stem. Ooh, there's an ant right there. So let's say you want to do a cutting. I would take this stem here, and then wherever there's a node, it'll root from here. It will also root from here. So I would strip this, and see how there's a little bit of a damaged spot right there when I tore that. So there's a lot of concentration of hormones right there, so it's going to push out new growth. And then on here you just need to probably remove a couple, just so it has some leaves to do its thing. Oh, that one's done. And then yet at the same time, it's not enough that it's going to send all the energy up here rather than down here. So you want it to concentrate on energy from down here. And then I just stick that in a medium and then let it root, and then I pot it up. Same thing, same thing for the jalapenos. Well, they're all jalapenos, but same thing for the larger one. So I would take, I would probably take one from here and then get rid of all of this, strip it. And then see how there's a little damage right there? I would probably even remove this part and this. Oops, sorry. And stick this whole thing in. And then just make sure you remove this new little growth right there, otherwise it'll put all of the concentration into it. And then just stick that into the ground, just like that. And get rid of a little bit of the leaves. There's a little baby right there that's trying to form, just snip it off. And that's all. I'm actually going to remove that leaf too. So just that, and then you can stick it in the ground, into the ground. I'm going to just stick it in here. But usually I put it in medium. I just don't put it in directly into the soil. But with this one, I'm just going to do it. So yeah, now you have jalapenos that you can use. And they're really good in soup. I had a friend who said she put it in with her soup and she really likes it. I like it in my Vietnamese soup as well. Look at this pretty color. Like, imagine that color in your garden. Isn't that awesome? And then you have these jalapenos you can take in. over there for now. And then this one also has more jalapenos. You sacrifice a lot when you do this, but it's gonna eventually kill it off anyways, because I think starting in a couple days we're gonna dip down into the 30s, which these plants are not gonna like that. So I'm gonna take this little guy and root him as well. Gonna root it. Gonna just stick it in there and see how it does. No promises. Usually I would just stick it in the medium and not actually just in directly into the potting soil, but sometimes I just use regular potting soil as well. There we go. Let's see, is there any small branch I want to use? Look at all these little ones, you guys. Look at this tiny little jalapeno trying to form. This one, there's that one, there's one here. And look at all those flowers. Aren't they pretty? Lots of hot stuff. Just gonna get rid of all the flowers. You don't want it to spend energy on those flowers. And this is the best way to grow your own food. All right, that is it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of water and then it's gonna be good to go. I'm actually gonna put it in the garage along with all the other stuff. Just because, like I said, it's supposed to be in the 40s and 30s coming this weekend. So they're doing pretty good otherwise. Now I just need to learn how to grow other kind of vegetables because I can't eat jalapenos and tomatoes for the rest of my life. But that's a good start for a beginner, don't you think? And then I also have potatoes. My potato vines is looking a little bit sad. I think technically I should bring it inside. But it seems to be doing fine still. It looks like it's a little bit dry, so I might have to get some water into it. But worst case scenario, you guys, plop a potato into the ground and then you will produce more for your family when the going gets tough. Hopefully it never gets to that point, but I think I've seen it all. If I've seen that we can run out of toilet paper, I'm pretty sure we can run out of food pretty quickly as well. I would imagine that we run out of food before we run out of toilet paper, but who would have thought we actually ran out of toilet paper? Yeah, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. You know, be self-sufficient, you guys. Just grow something. If nothing else, it's just for your pure enjoyment. Look at all the jalapenos I got over the summer, and tomatoes. Potato, I started a little bit late, but I think I'm going to get a whole bunch in here. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you are enjoying your weekend, and I will see you in the next video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. Bye bye.